Hello out to all you wonderful people. This is Andre the Game My Dig. I thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Gamer Sauce discussion. This I'm going to be talking about using xCloud. I already did a discussion for Stadia. I already did a discussion for Luna. I might as well talk about xCloud. Now, I'll be first to say I really wasn't expecting it to do very well. With my own internet issues, I didn't think that it would run or perform very well any way I used it. I turned out to be wrong. And I tested this 3 different ways. I tested it through the browser, through a web browser using Chrome. I tested it through the Xbox app on my phone, and I also tested it through the Xbox app on my computer. Now, I will state that the mobile experience is hit or miss. It can be good or bad. It really depends on where you are and how much bandwidth you have for how much internet bandwidth you have. Because honestly, it gets spotty on the phone. Playing it in a Chrome browser on my computer, it performed better than the phone. I did have a few issues with a couple games, but for the most part, my inputs were registered and everything kept up. It's like every other minute or so, there would be a small hint of lag that would throw off my inputs. But for the most part, it worked. I didn't have a whole lot of problems outside of maybe some slowdown of data coming to me. But yeah, I definitely didn't have a lot of issues using it in the web browser. Now, using the Xbox app or the Gamepass app on the computer, and they just put xCloud on it, wholly a better experience. It's so much better of an experience. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's a direct link to them and it's not through the browser, through the website. But it worked way better. I had some slowdowns in a few games, but not much. Playing Perfect Dark and playing in the combat simulator, it was almost 1-to-1. Playing it either on my Xbox One or on my 360. And I played Xenocrisis. And for the most part, it worked 1-to-1. I had a couple slip-ups where, the game lagged just enough that my character walked into something I was trying to avoid. But the game, for the most part, ran pretty decently. So I really don't have any issues with xCloud. The games are there. They're playable. The data's shared between your console and the cloud, and depending on the game, PC as well. So it works out pretty nicely. Again, I haven't run into very many issues myself. Just for the most part, everything's been on the up and up. The mobile experience was the worst for me. Then again, that could be down to my phone. Playing in the browser was better than the mobile experience, but it wasn't the best. I would still say Luna is better in that regard, playing directly on the browser. Luna and Stadia might be a little bit better playing in the browser, but not much. But doing it through the Xbox app, through the Game Pass app on your PC, way better. Way better. At least for me, it was almost 1-to-1, and my internet can be spotty. So if I got that type of performance and my internet is generally spotty at home, it's going to be good for anybody that has a really good dedicated internet. And this might be a way for people to not have to purchase multiple consoles. If they have Game Pass, hey, you could play your game in one room and then maybe screw off to another TV where you have something else plugged in. say maybe you have a pretty decent Android box or an Apple TV box or something plugged in, and it has the app on there, and you have a controller, it'll work pretty decent, which I'm very happy about. Actually, this is the what was it? On Live was the last time I used any sort of browser or any sort of streaming app, gaming streaming app on a device. And I'm thinking about getting an Android box, or even fixing up one of my old computers to test with using this to see how well it'll work. And if not that, then I'll probably just get like a old cheap PC or cheap mini PC and test it out and see how well it works. But for the most part, everything seems to be on the up and up. The only other thing I have to really work with on it is to see how well it works on a laptop. And luckily there's one in my house that I can use to test and see where it goes and what it does. But I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. And let me know what you think and if you're interested. Otherwise, peace out, everybody.